It's a big setback for the Karnataka Chief Minister, Mr. Siddaramaiah. Of course, the Bharatiya Janata Party is quick to respond to what is coming out of the Karnataka High Court. Let's take a look at Shehzad Poonawalla responding to all of the allegations that have been upheld by the court against Siddaramaiah.
The Karnataka High Court has upheld the sanction to prosecute the Chief Minister in the Muda scam, which is of 5,000 crores, and has dismissed the petition of the Chief Minister. Not only has the petition been dismissed, but even the interim relief sought has not been given. It has been held that the governor is competent to give the sanction for prosecution. Today, the Congress party must tell us, after this verdict that has come from the High Court, is it tenable for Mr. Siddaramaiah to continue? Today, Mr. Siddaramaiah must step down. It is evident that he was the one who looted the lands which was meant for SC, ST, OBC Samaj. 5,000 crores worth of corruption was done in this Muda scam. Family and friends of Siddaramaiah, his wife, were benefited from it. And instead of taking action on it, you have somebody who brazenly abuses and insults the governor. They threaten the governor only because the governor comes from the SC community, Thawarchand Gehlot ji. We saw a series of leaders of the Congress party abuse, insult and threaten the governor. They even threatened Prime Minister Modi with a Bangladesh-style repercussion. This kind of attitude shows that Congress party is a Bhrashtachar ki dukaan. Congress party does not care about SCs, STs. It says a lot about SCs and STs, but it abuses SCs and STs, grabs their land.
My colleague Rohini Swami is also with us on the broadcast. Rohini, two important things that had been challenged by Siddaramaiah's counsel before the Karnataka High Court. All of that has been dismissed by the court. One key thing is that a private entity cannot approach the governor and governor cannot act upon that complaint by the private entity and then, in fact, give or grant sanctions to prosecute a chief minister. That is one. And the other aspect is, of course, the court saying that all of the complaints that have been made against Siddaramaiah, everything warrants for a prosecution. How does one look at these two updates that are coming out of the court?
Well, this is very important to understand because now what will play out is the political drama in Karnataka now.
Yes.
What we'll basically be seeing is how, on one hand, what the Congress will be doing, on the other hand, what the BJP. Now, this is definitely a big setback for Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, but at the same time, this is not the end game. We should also understand at the same time what happens to Siddaramaiah as a chief minister. Now, we know for one thing that we've understood from talking to our Congress sources that the entire Congress party has backed the chief minister in this particular case in Muda. And even though there has been pressure for the chief minister to step down, even when the petitions were filed in the High Court, the next step, what would be the next step is something that everybody will want to know. But at the same time, we're also given to understand that till the final verdict, and when they say final verdict, they're talking about even verdict in the Supreme Court, because we know that this is not the end game and the arguments and the petitions will go all the way up to the Supreme Court, because on now that we've seen the setback for the Chief Minister, definitely he is going to be petitioning the multiple benches that we can go from the Karnataka High Courts to the Supreme Court all the way. On the other hand, you have the opposition BJP who will now put pressure on him to step down. We have seen that they had week-long padayatras, week-long protests in front of Vidhan Soudha and the Chief Minister's office asking him to step down on moral grounds. Now, Siddaramaiah on one hand has been saying that his 4 decades of his political career has been indelible, and the fact that there's not been a single mark on his political career. He's also talked about how in this particular case there's not a signature, nor has he been a part of this entire so-called allegations that they have made, and so he thinks his conscience is clear. But the petitions that have been put, and when we speak to the petitioners also, they've said an entire case has been built on one hand on a land that did not even exist. On the other hand, there also that illegal sites have been given in prime locations in Mysore, and this especially when he was in power. And these decisions were taken as and when he was Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka and later as Chief Minister of Karnataka in his different terms as well. So now it is important to understand what will happen to Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister. And like I was saying earlier, we know that the Congress is completely backing him, and also have been understanding from the Chief Minister's office sources that he has made his mind up that till the case is completely heard by the Supreme Court, he is going to dig his heels and stay put. But remember, we also seen political developments where other Congress leaders have put their hat in the ring. We have had leaders like MP Patil, Satish Jarakoli and others also ready to step in case Siddaramaiah has to step down. Now, we'll have to see what position the Congress government will take and what position Siddaramaiah also will take on this particular case.
And that will be the crucial question. Rohini Swami, thank you so much for joining us. Let me now take this across to Mr. Mohan Krishna of the Bharatiya Janata Party, who is joining us now. Mr. Krishna, first of all, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation on CNN News 18. Is the BJP now...
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.